Hi everyone, I'm using lemongrass this time to assist my practice. The emotional benefits of lemongrass is a powerful cleanser of energy. It dispels feelings of despondency, despair, and lethargy. Lemongrass assists individuals in entering a healing mode or cleansing state. In this state, one easily lets go of old, limiting beliefs, toxic energies, and negativity. Lemongrass teaches individuals to move forward without hesitation. It asks them to commit to a healing path where change is a regular occurrence. We're starting on our hands and knees. Circle the hip to the right heel, left heel, forward, the other hand. Start to add a breath in the first half of the circle, out the second half of the circle. Going for one more circle this direction, and then we take it around the other way. Breathe in the first half, breathe out the second. Allow the body to move in this dance, listening to the sound of the breath, connecting with the body, connecting the mind, the body, and the breath. One more time this way. And let's take the hip to that left heel and stretch the upper body into a diagonal to the opposite direction. Forehead resting on the floor between the arms. Slowly, we walk the upper body all the way around to the other direction. Let's take everything back to the center, a child's pose. Make our way back. Tuck the toes, lift the hip, draw the belly in. Start with more active practice. Wiggle the hip from side to side. Pedal your feet. Breathing to this down dog dance. We start to walk the hands and feet toward each other, coming to the middle of the mat. Breathing, we rise halfway. Breathe out, let your body float. Breathing one vertebrae at a time, we rise all the way to the ceiling. Breathe out, hands in front of your heart. Soften your knees. Sit down to our chair. Breathe in, give your arms a big swoop into the sky. And breathe out slowly, come back to chair. We continue with our flow. Allow the breath to sink deeper and deeper into the mat. One more time. Breathing, rise. Exhale, we stay. The chair, the depths of the chair that you are comfortable with. On the very next exhalation, fold. Wrap your forearms, tuck your chin. Let your body sway from side to side. Slowly, we take the very next inhalation. Rise one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, take your right leg with you. Give that leg a hug. Maybe you like to gather the front of your shin or the back of the thigh, pushing down to your grounding foot and start to add some circle with that foot. Circle the other way when you're ready. And slowly we let go the foot. Cross that foot in front of the other one and cross over. Allow that inner legs to squeeze toward each other. Breathe in and come back into that big stretch, extend the mountain. Breathe out, find that side bend. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, side bend the other direction. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, bend our legs, hinge forward. Walk your hands down. Still on your legs. If you have blocks, have the hands on the blocks or on the floor. Hip wiggle from side to side. Keep sending your pelvis up and sitting bones into the sky. Upper body, tip over. Letting go each exhalation. Take a bend of our legs again. We uncross the legs. Come back to that centered forward fold. If you like at this point, rock forward and back onto the tip of your fingers. Heels come off the floor. Exhale the other direction. Lift your toes, the front of your feet, hands alight. Breathing, rock forward. Breathe out, rock back. Very next breath, come back to that forward fold. Breathing, hands on the shin or on the floor on the thigh. Halfway rise. Breathe out, soften, upper body surrender. Breathing, rise one vertebrae at a time, backing to the ceiling. And then take the other leg up. Give the other shin or the back of your leg a hug. Hug the knee towards your chest, anchoring down to your grounding foot. Circle your foot. Wiggle your toes. When you're ready, let go the foot. Cross over the other leg. Breathing, everything rise back into the ceiling. Breathe out, coming into the side bend. Just pick a side. Feel your inner thighs squeezing toward each other. Breathing center. Breathe out the other direction. Breathing center. Breathe out, bend our legs, start to hinge forward. Hands walking down onto the legs. If you can reach down onto the floor or get some blocks, maybe hands on the chair, on the wall, it's all good. Find a comfortable depth that your body feels comfortable with. Let your hip sway from side to side. Maybe shake your head. Yes, yes, or no, no, and nod your head. And relax the back of the neck. Very slowly, we take a bend to both legs, uncross the legs, and we come back to that regular forward fold. The feet might be hip distance apart. Walk your hands and feet away from each other. Come to a down dog. We lower down to our hands and knees. Bring your knees apart, big toes together. Child's pose. Connecting your hands, elbows about shoulder distance apart. Let your chest descend, the forehead on the floor. Bend your arms, thumbs resting to the back of your neck. Bring your forearms back down to the floor, elbows about shoulder distance apart. Lace your fingers, bring your body weight forward at the same time. Draw the belly button in, shoulders slightly over the elbows. Breathe out, sit back into that variation of child's pose. If your body is ready to take a little bit further, on the very next breath in, we tuck the toes, lift the hip, coming to dolphin. Very next breath, shift your body weight forward. Option is to lower down to the knees or keep your knees lifted, hover. On the very next exhalation, pull the belly in, pushing onto the heels of the hands. Draw your tailbone into the ceiling, dolphin, and inhale, hover. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, hover. One more time, anytime lower down to the knees for that variation. Inhale, dolphin. Very next breath, hover. Whenever we are ready, we lower down onto our knees, belly, come completely down to the floor, cross the forearms, bend our legs, wing to wipe the legs from side to side. This marks the first 15 minutes of the class. Please stay if you have time and you start to feel more energy that flows through the body. We're going to encounter some balance here. We're going to continue with our practice. Lace your fingers from here. Draw your elbows in so they are underneath our shoulders, pushing down to the forearms. Tap the toes, lift the hip, and come into a hover. On the very next exhalation, push that belly in and come into dolphin. Breathing to the front of your chest to anchor through your forearms. Let's take that leg, one leg, maybe your right leg, into the ceiling. Level your hip if it's possible. Feel the sensational change. On the very next breath, we'll bring those both feet onto the floor. Here's our full dolphin. Breathe in, bring your weight forward, and we're coming to a full hover. Breathe out, come back to a dolphin. On the very next breath, we'll take the other leg up into the ceiling. And then level your hip and pull that belly in. Still breathing to the front of your chest. And very next breath, we'll bring that leg back onto the floor. Full dolphin and breathe in to hover. And breathe out back to dolphin. On the very next breath, breathing to hover. Exhale, lower down to our hands. We'll come back to our hands and knees. Breathing to our cow and then breathe out to cat. One more breath. And the very next inhalation is our cow and exhalation. Tuck your toes, down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands and come to the front of the mat. Bring your feet together, big toes to touch. Breathing soften our knees, we rise one vertebrae at a time into the ceiling. Breathe out and come on down to a chair pose, Utkatasana. Connect your toes and squeeze your inner thighs. Breathing, rise and squeeze the backside of the body. And then breathe out this time. We come back, knees still going toward the direction of the toes. Come on into a twist, the elbow to the opposite knee. Breathing, come back to the center. Squeeze the backside of the body. Breathe out, come on down. We're going for the other direction for that twist. We're going side to side, entire inhalation. Rise for very tall body. Breathe out, belly in, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. One more time, inhale, rise. And this time we're going to twist away from each other. And then take an inhalation. Bring your heart towards your thumbs. Your head is above your heart is above your hip. When you're ready, and take that leg that is behind you and extend it to the very back of the mat, coming to that twisted lunge. Very next breath, we'll ground the back foot. Windmill the arms, so we're coming to warrior two. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, down. Let's go there 2 more times. Very last one. Now we stay. Only coming to a triangle. And stay, allow your inner thighs to squeeze toward each other. And if this is wonderful, start to wrap the top arm around your back and rotate the chest further into the ceiling. And slowly bend that front leg. Here's the option. If you like to stay or come up or take a little bit further and top hand, bottom hand wrap around. Take a bind if you like. Reach your heart forward and let your hips sink. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very next breath. Hands on the floor. Free that front leg back. Down dog. If you're looking for a floor at this point, shift your way forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, come back into that up dog and back bend. Exhale, down dog. We're going for reverse. This is optional. Breathing way forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Hands are so light. Exhale, forehead on the floor. Inhale, pushing onto the front of your hip. Let your energy rise all the way to your toes. Hands are light. Exhale, ground the hands up. Forehead on the floor. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands on the floor. Hug your elbows in. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Lift your hip. Pushing the floor away. Come to a plank. And exhale, down dog we go. Stay for a few more breaths. And going for one more challenge on the side, the leg that is far away from the camera. And take it up into the ceiling. Bring our knee forward and foot between our hands. The other hand on the floor, or feel free to grab a block. Hand on the wall is totally fine. And come up. Open to our moon pose. Stay, or on the very next exhalation, we squeeze nose, knee together, belly in. Inhale, power through that standing foot to open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Now stay or pick up that top foot. Bring it behind you and scoop that hip forward. We're letting go of that foot. Take it to the very back of the mat. Tip top your toes. We're going to the other side. Free. Bring the back foot in. Forward fold. We're starting all over again. Bend our legs. On the very next inhalation, rise. Exhale. We're going to twist again away from each other. And then this is the other direction. Bend your knees a lot. Then reach your heart so it's above the hip, head above the chest. Rotate your chest toward your thumbs. One more breath. Send the other leg, the leg that is behind you, to the very back. Come back to that twisted lunge. Engage the back thigh. On the very next breath, ground the foot. Windmill the arms. Warrior to the other direction. Breathing rise. Breathe out fold. Breathing rise. Exhale. Entire inhalation rise. Entire exhalation fold. One more time. And back. Shift your hip back. Come on back to that triangle. Let your inner thighs squeeze toward each other. We explore. When you're ready, circle the arm. Wrap around your back. Rotate the chest toward the ceiling. Keep exploring the space you have in your legs. When you're ready, we bend that front leg again. You can rise, or you can take it further, maybe coming to a bind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax your hands. Free that front leg back, down dog. We flow, we forward into plank, chaturanga down. Up dog. Inhale, exhale, down dog. We're going for one more. Reverse inhale, exhale, come back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back on your belly. Repeat, inhale, weight onto your toes. Lift your legs. Hands are light. Exhale, forehead on the floor. Inhale, come back and squeeze. Exhale, down. 2 more, inhale, rise. Pushing onto the front of your hip. Exhale, down. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, down. Hands by the side of the rib cage, hug the elbows in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hip. Come up to a plank and down dog. Send the leg that is far away from the camera back into the ceiling. And bring that leg forward, a foot between our hands. Last challenge, ground your hand. Get a block, chair, countertop. All good. Open everything. Now this is wonderful. Stay. Or we flow. Exhale, squeeze your nose, knee, belly in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch. Going for 2 more. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, stretch again. Stay, explore. Or pick up the foot. Bring it to the back. Open your hip and your thighs. We'll let go the foot. Come all the way back to the center. Tip top your toes. Wide leg forward fold. Slowly, let's come up just enough so you can walk your feet heel toe wide, narrower toward each other, and then feet about hip distance apart, toes to turn up. Come on down, hands in front of your heart, and stay in a squat. If this is uncomfortable, take a little stool or a block underneath the hip. If this is wonderful, it will mark the end of the practice. Just breathe, stay for as long as your body wish. Think, bring all the thoughts, the activity in the mind into your belly, back to the basic, the sound of our breath.